Halloween may be over, but we still get to celebrate one more big Mexican holiday together, Dia de los Muertos. And what better character than Lady Death herself to bring in and celebrate this holiday? Stay tuned.
Just before you left prison, nobody ever goes in, and nobody ever comes out.
Welcome back, guys. So before I get started, I just want to say Happy Dia de los Muertos. And if you celebrate this day like I do, definitely remember those loved ones that we have all lost. And just remember, today is about them, not any of us. The bonds that hold us together, even though our loved ones have gone, is always going to be love. So love those by remembering what they actually loved, and just try to remember that. So Lady Death here, very, very appropriate for Dia de los Muertos. Now obviously this is a variation of Lady Death. We typically don't see her in this kind of red attire, I should say, but it's appropriate. Now the base here, very beautiful. We have a bunch of skulls here that are decked out with the sugar skull designs, candles, and the leaves. And obviously that's just a tribute to those that we have lost and we still remember them. And I really love the pattern of the design they use for all the little skulls here. Different colors, different variations. Very well done. The bottom of the base here where her feet are, it looks like rose petals. We have red roses and pink roses. Lots of small little details, but I absolutely love them because it really makes the statue stand out more. And the altar she's actually standing on here, it's kind of like that old beige brown kind of altar with a lot of weathering here, marks here, that you would typically find in an altar you would see for somebody paying tribute to one of their loved ones. Now moving up to Lady Death herself, typical Lady Death attire, thigh-high boots, her panties, bra, and sleeves. It's obviously red, but throughout her outfit here, we see different shadows and shading, which really bring out the outfit. But she's very inviting, kind of like welcoming a lost soul. Looks like she's gonna be the guy to take them into the afterlife. And not a menacing look either. Like I said, she looks very welcoming. The portrait on her, she's not winking, she's not smirking, she just has a very inviting look, a very welcoming look. What I really love about this statue is that they went ahead and put different designs. People who do celebrate this day, they typically do put face paint on to represent a skull, and they kind of did that with her as well. We see the eyes blacked out, the tip of the nose, but not an actual skull painted on her face itself. It's more kind of like a tribal design, different little designs throughout her face. We do see the markings on the jawline, the teeth, the little designs here on her chin to kind of represent a sugar skull. What I really love too is that it's not just on her face, but it's throughout the back. Her shoulders going into her back right here. And she does actually have a headpiece on with the flowers, the red flowers here, which again, females who celebrate Dia de los Muertos, they'll typically put this kind of headdress in their hair, flowers, or different kind of designs or whatnot. And of course she's holding her scythe here. She is supposed to be Death, the Grim Reaper. But what I really love about this is that it's very simplistic. It's nothing like typical Lady Death where she's looking very seductive, menacing, or a combination of that too. Like I mentioned before, obviously it's an appropriate character, but she's not looking menacing or over-sexualized here. She's just very welcoming. Her hair here is flowing. Obviously there's a lot of texture work, a lot of details here in the hair, different shadows, different shadings, different colors. And the one thing I really like about this specific statue, or the statue I should say, they're actually hand painted, which I think is great because it really gives the artist that time to really pay attention to fine details. But they're all subtle shades of blues and grays throughout her skin, her flesh tones here, but the majority of it is white. Now in case you didn't know, there is actually a variant of this statue. It's basically the same thing, except instead of red, she actually has blue. And in this hand, she's actually holding a skull. And I wasn't able to pick it up, and it's not really one that's on the top of my list. Reason being, I was able to actually see it in person once, and something about her in blue, I really didn't like it as much as the red. Now, what I did really absolutely love was that she was holding a sugar skull in the hand, which that would probably be the point for me to actually want to get that statue. But again, it's not on the top of my list. So that's my overall review here of Lady Death La Muerta, she's labeled. Let me know what you guys think. Leave your comments down below. Comment, like, subscribe if you like this video. And as always, collect what makes you happy.